We wrap up another incredible week of learning 5 minutes of tefillah. I apologize about yesterday. You can't plan levayas, unfortunately. So we continue learning about this lashon of tefillah called itur. Itur meaning to beseech repeatedly Hashem. And as we learned, that Moshe Rabbeinu davened tefillah is to Hashem kiminyan v'eschanon. 515 tefillah Moshe Rabbeinu davens to Hashem. And with this, we're answering what we would call perhaps the $1 million question. That you daven for it, and you daven for it, and you daven for it. But why are you doing that? If Hashem says no, Hashem says no. That means it's not good for you. So why are you continuously davening? So we already started the answer, but to explain one more time, we could utilize the Maimer of Chazal that we just finished learning Sefer Bereshis, and we know that the avos, the imahis, were akurim and akurais. They weren't able to have children. And Chazal teach us, Lama hayu avoisenu akurim, mibnei shakadosh baruch hu misaveh letfilasin shel tzadikim. That Hashem loves the tefillas of tzadikim. Explains Rav Shimshon Pincus, what does that mean? What that means is that, of course, Hashem wants to give us everything. Our loving Father, the Almighty, infinite Mikar of Bracha, would love and wants to give His beloved children each and every item. The only reason why one does not receive something is because Hashem is desiring His kirva. Hashem wants that person to be closer to Him. God is calling out to the person. He wants a conversation with him. The king is not giving the servant because he wants the servant to show up and talk to him. So Hashem doesn't give us so that we daven, so that we come closer to Him. So what comes out is very simple. That when a friend doesn't give you something and you repeatedly push him and push him and push him, it's against his will because he doesn't want to give it to you. But when we repeatedly ask of Hashem, Hashem wants to give it to us. So that when we ask and we ask and we ask, we're fulfilling His desire and His will. Because with each request, we're coming closer. And by coming closer, that is precisely why we didn't have what we wanted. I apologize, I see the video's a little choppy, I apologize. So that's exactly the reason we are lacking. So by davening once and twice and 3 times for the same exact thing, we're not pushing Hashem to do something that He doesn't want. The exact opposite. We're doing precisely what Hashem wants, which is to get closer to Him, to become greater. And thereby, once we are close enough, then Hashem perhaps will fulfill that desire. For Moshe Rabbeinu, it was 515 tefillahs, with each tefillah getting closer and closer to Hashem. And then he continues with the next ice, and he says an incredible mashal. He says, imagine there's a person that's sick, and he goes to find a doctor. And he finds and he gets into an incredible doctor. And the doctor, not only is he an incredible doctor, but he's a really nice person. And the doctor takes an interest to this man. And aside for providing incredible medical care, the doctor befriends him. And they become close friends. Throughout the course of the treatment, this person converses with the doctor. And they actually build a friendship outside of the sickness. And even after the person is healed, he still has that relationship with the doctor as their friends. So if you were to ask the person, what did you gain by this incredible doctor? He would tell you, really, I got 2 things. Number 1 is he healed me. And number 2 is I found an incredible friend. Says Rav Shimshon Pincus, when we are repeatedly davening and getting closer to Hashem, what happens is these 2 things. Number 1 is we'll receive that which we need. But number 2 is we'll be fulfilling Hashem's will and thereby coming closer to Him. The second is we're coming closer to Him, which is the whole reason why we daven in the first place. Hopefully, if we think about this for a moment, we'll realize the more we daven, the more we should daven, the greater will come, the closer we'll become. And slowly, aside for receiving that which what will daven, is we'll attain this incredible friendship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu.